I think this is one of the most interesting interviews because I do not feel that energy of seriousness, so I can have an organic conversation with the host, and that is beautiful for me.
We're keeping it urban this mid-morning, coming in your way is Burner Boy, a city boy. Your boy's new jam, lose your, which I am going crazy for right now. Is the fact that's bringing us back into the show with the attitude of Kiss Daniel, Aria Star, Rhythm and Blues coming up in just a few, and the hype man Kiss Daniel, my G, also coming in just a few. But before we get straight into the countdown, our celebrity crush just entered the building. So he is a colleague, a friend to many, a dad. Welcome, Brian Mwenda, into the building.
This is so awkward.
Right?
Thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah.
I am absolutely grateful to you and your team for creating time and finding me worthy of being hosted here. I do not take it for granted at all.
Amazing. Ooh, I love the accent though.
What accent are you talking about?
Anyway, let's start from there. Who is Brian Mwenda?
Well, he sounds better now.
Yeah.
Brian is a dad, he's a friend,
Yeah.
and he's a lover, obviously, a grand lover of life.
Yeah.
And he's a son. I don't know why this is funny, but I think this is one of the most interesting interviews.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Where did you grow up? How was your childhood? Were you village boy or a city boy?
I'm a cocktail of both. I grew up partly, but most dominantly in Meru. But I also had a part of my life here in Meru because so, but it was not. I did not grow up in a privileged environment per se, but I would say my folks did their best with me. I don't know how it turned out, but perhaps it's too early to determine whether it turned out great or not, really. Yeah.
What got you interested in the legal profession?
Legal profession? That's a very ambiguous question. You'd have to be very precise. But with respect to being a consultant in the legal community or that environment in general, I have somebody in my past who was a magistrate, like now my grandfather and stuff. So when you're growing up, there's the element of grooming, exempting, just naturally when you grow up, let's say you grow up around a lawyer, that person grooms you to love the law. Or a doctor, that person grooms you to have a bias for medicine. So generally, even as a child, I had this enormous interest with becoming, but at that time I didn't know. I wanted to be a judge.
You wanted to be a judge?
Yeah, as a child, when that teacher would ask you, what do you want to become? I'd be like, I want to be a judge, I want to be a judge. But then, the way it works for you to become a judge, you have to be a lawyer first. I'll have you know that I have no aspirations to become a judge
at all,
because I've had a little experience with working and understanding how the judicial system works. I think judges and magistrates are some of the most overworked individuals. Because you can imagine in a day, a judge usually has like, or a magistrate usually have like 50 matters mentioning, people get arrested, and you have now, those are new cases. So you have to deal with all of that as a person, and the liberty, the freedom, it all depends on the decisions that you're going to make. So that pressure in itself is too enormous for me. So that is now the foundation of my interest in being a legal consultant.
Amazing. What challenges have you faced so far being a legal representative?
Like, you see now, there's a difference between a legal representative and what I actually do. And I'll have there's a case. That is why I'm being very careful. Otherwise, I would have answered you very outrightly and expressly. But there's just normal challenges, like you have to wake up in the morning.
For you, it's waking up in the morning.
No, I'm an early riser actually. But growing up, I hated waking up.
Why?
Because my folks were so, kids just love sleeping. But when you grow up, life coerces you to just wake up in the morning. Because nobody cares. Actually, we just want money from you. Your rent is due, everything is due. But generally that's it.
Trust me, I've been there. Oh, it's tough, man. It's
So I should know Ghana because you're saying you've been there.
No, I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling till now, but it's being an adult is something else.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. Do you think the state is appreciative of young talent right now?
The Kenyan government.
Yes. Is it?
If you look at our athletics, we lead globally when it comes to marathons. I think there are areas that we could improve on, perhaps boxing, football, because those are very good areas with respect to the financial and the monetary gain for young people. But I believe the structures that the current government is putting out with respect to stadiums and stuff like that, and the restructuring of the ministries, I believe in the next 2 years we're going to see enormous progress. But as is, I'm very confident that the government supports young talents, and as long as they keep their minds open to new possibilities, I believe we are on a progressive path.
You mentioned something to do with confidence. You're very confident, and
I do not think of myself as confident, but I'll take that as a compliment.
But you're very, very confident, even when you address yourself, when you talk to people, you're very much confident. Help me understand where this confidence comes from. I need the tips now.
I'm not sure. I do not think I have a lot of confidence innately, but you see, life puts you in a position where you have your very limited options when it comes to that element of confidence. I can see they're giving you questions to ask me, which is understandable, and I get it. There are questions that people really want to get from me and the context that I'm not providing, because we're having a conversation, but I'm sure somebody is itching to know, oh, this guy.
I'm sorry, but so through the last few days, how have you been? Have you gotten support from your friends, from your family?
My family is great. At first, when this thing came out, and my family has the context, the full context of everything, which the public obviously doesn't have. But even before I provided the context of what was actually going on, I really panicked because I don't know what would my family think of me. But one of my cousins, she's a lawyer actually. She calls me and says, our family is full of stars, my guy. You don't have to worry about anything. You're the friend of the family.
That's
and
so
I was
adorable.
oh, okay, now that's a different perspective.
Yeah.
And then we have this aunt of mine who's more of a Boy Scout.
Mhm.
She's, uptight about so many things.
Mhm.
You go to church.
You have to do this.
Yeah,
Be in
she's-
alignment.
And then she calls me and prays with me and tells me, we are so proud of you.
Hey.
And I was like, okay, that's unconventional and unexpected. But
Of course.
yeah, my family has been very supportive,
Thanks.
including all of my relatives, even the ones that are not in Kenya.
Okay.
Some of them are calling me there. Whatever you need, we're here for you. We're going to support you. We're praying for you. Whatever you need. So I wouldn't be deceitful and suggest that I have been great. I have been awesome.
Yeah.
It has been an overwhelming experience. I've
Mhm.
led a private life until this whole. Somebody called it a shebang. Yesterday, I do not even know what that means. But it was so. I don't know. It's a new experience. And then my privacy has been really affected.
Yeah.
And it's not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Too much. People are just interested to see these guys, talk to this guy.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just want to go to the supermarket and get groceries or yogurt. I absolutely love
Okay.
yogurt. Yeah. And then somebody just calls me this confidence. Brayo. Eh?
It's the brayo for me.
And then they call you.
As if they
with
know you.
Yeah, with a lot of entitlement. Brayo. Hey, when you legend Nico, hey, wait, nana to go normal.
I'm just a normal
Hey.
person, but
And then I had an unfortunate incident. My car had an accident last week. So for now, I'm having to do. I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm having to do a lot of Ubers
Ubers.
and matatus. So sometimes I get in an Uber. Oh my goodness! I get in an Uber, and then the Uber driver will be completely normal. And then
later on, 2 minutes. People are taking it as a big thing.
Yeah, so it's a different experience for me, and I've never aspired to be famous. That is why, even when this thing happened, I deactivated all of my social media platforms. And then this dude who created fake accounts with my name, and he started shining and he flirts with women.
Are
So
you
now
serious?
people are texting me, they're like, oh my god, I was in love with you. You're dating Nico. Wait, who are you? Huh?
That's tough, man. Like, hey.
Yeah, so it's something that I find very strange, don't want, truthfully.
Yeah.
So it's perhaps for people who like being in the limelight,
Light.
it would have been, this is quite a
Something,
chance.
yeah.
But now I'm having to do this because
Yeah. You gotta do, man.
what
don't
else
have-
is there?
yeah.
Yeah. But presently, that is my focus is on my family and my new farm. It's not a law farm though, because people are, oh, you have a law farm now.
Mm.
I do not have a law farm. I'm just living a day at a time, and hopefully things are going to get better for me.
We wish you nothing but the best.
Yeah, thank you. I
Welcome.
appreciate
We're
that.
about to finish this segment and then get to the quickfire questions. But before we get into the quickfire questions,
Yeah.
you have a lot of friends in high places.
Do I?
How did you grow that influence? How did you even meet them?
How I met. Who are these friends in high places? Because I look at my friends and I do not classify them as influential per se, but you can also not ignore that element of influence that perhaps some of my acquaintances might have. But who are you referring to expressly? Who are these influential people?
We've seen you with your friends on Instagram.
Oh,
Most like people with on high places.
like politics.
Yes,
Ah,
politicians. Mostly.
these are people that
How
just,
did you meet them? How did you
Just
get
randomly.
to interact with them?
how you make people listen me. I'm joking. Okay, anyway,
It's an in-house joke.
yeah, it is. Now, just, the beauty of the world today is, it is a global village.
Yes.
So, for me to interact with, let's say, somebody who's a governor, somebody who's a cabinet secretary, I only need to get their social media handles.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. And then you get together, and these people get to listen to you. They try to evaluate the wheels of your brain,
Yeah.
and they feel that perhaps this young man could be useful to us. And that is how I've made friends, or other people who are guiding me in the world of politics and that vicinity, number politics. That is how I managed, and I'm getting new friends every day.
That's amazing.
And I hope to make more friends really, because having friends who have a little power can become very
extreme.
handy.
Yeah. True.
Having powerful people in your phone,
Yeah.
and having to call them and they pick up,
Yeah.
that in itself is, it's a lot of grace, and I am unable to even appreciate it thoroughly as I wish I could. But I am utterly grateful to everyone that has been supportive.
Amazing. So this is on me. This is my question to you.
Okay.
Who dresses you though? Do you have a designer who dresses you up?
I have two people who make my suits.
Okay.
One is called Daily Crafts, and the other one is called Maurice.
Okay.
So I also, I have a side business as well. It's
Really?
called The Crafted Man. It's a suit business that I run on the side, but I co-own it with the Maurice kind.
Do you have like fancy suits a lot?
I think I fancy proper grooming, not primarily. No, come on. I fancy really, your image has a lot to do with even your picture as a person.
Yeah.
So how you present yourself before people is very pertinent when it comes to how they view you, how they see you.
Yeah.
People, you see, this is quite unfortunate, but it's factual. In the 21st century, most people evaluate folks first. The image, they look at how you look, how you dress, how you speak. Even before you speak, somebody has made a prejudgment because I like his watch.
Yeah.
Like, there's somebody who paid me, I think, $3,000
To do what?
for a consultancy.
Mm-hmm.
And during that client meeting, we only talked about the timepiece that I was wearing. He was so white. I know that is wrong, but we just talked about the timepiece that I was wearing, and it was like, just write me a consultation and send me an email. And I charged him $3,000 and he paid me.
For real?
Yeah. So it didn't even consider the substance that perhaps this guy might have the ability to, guide me with this legal question that I have. But I impressed him with the watch that I was wearing, and he was good to go.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, since you've come to the limelight, how has it been with you and the ladies? What's the wildest DM you have gotten so far?
Let me tell you something awkward. I've lived quite. I had to try to say it in a subtle way. I've had quite an interesting lifestyle with women, especially when you're in your younger 20s, your early 20s. You try a lot of experiences and experiments. So by the time this attention was getting to me, I was so exhausted. And there's nothing I haven't tried. And this is absolutely bonkers. There's nothing I hadn't tried with the ladies, so it wasn't difficult or that much of a new thing.
Yeah.
So even with the attention, the women telling me, I have, like, this is somebody in my DM, this person in my DM, she's calling me her future husband. Bro, take a minute, please. I don't even
Future
know
husband.
you. Yeah. And then See now, I want to tell this person.
Mhm.
Listen,
How do you?
No, they just text you randomly. It's my future husband. I'm praying for you. God is going to guide you on this. It's absolutely crazy. It's out of this world. But
The audacity in women sometimes is just crazy
it's
though.
crazy. Plus, now they have that illusion of this guy.
The Lulu.
Yeah, the Lulu. But I am seeing someone, so it's a little. It makes me uncomfortable, but I understand. So what I do is, if I find you way too forward, I just tell you thank you. That's it. But it's nothing unorthodox or new to me.
Yeah.
Because even before this, I think I was a little remarkable even before this. Yeah, but I'm grateful for the for the love, and some people really send me extremely positive messages,
Yeah.
and I cannot take that for granted.
Amazing. So we're about to finish up, but before we finish up, any urban Afro song you want us to play for you today?
I'm a very old soul.
Mhm.
Give-
It should be for the culture though.
for the culture,
Yeah.
give me 5 options. I'm very poor with
Okay.
this thing.
Pick any.
Any man, I listen to very deep music.
Okay, you can try Ruga, you can try
Luca,
Rema,
Rema,
Victini,
I'm trying to think. I like Cristiano.
Christiana.
Yeah.
Which song?
I also like Rema. I like everyone, man.
You like everyone.
That's very problematic.
My G.
Who is it?
It's Christiana.
Yeah,
My
okay.
G.
My G.
Yes.
Yeah. That sounds great. I thought you were referring to it, but okay.
We'll be right back after this beat.